6IX.
When you say the word tax, you get a bit of a shiver down your spine. But one man who I'm sure says no, that's just all part of everyday life is Nathan Hood. He's the co-founder of the Carbon Business Group. They specialise in sort of small businesses at tax time, but also he's got some individual advice. Nathan, appreciate your time. A busy time of year for everybody.
Yeah, it is. Everyone's getting excited for 30 June, just around the corner.
I don't know if excited's the right word for it, Nathan, but as you as an accountant and someone in that industry, it is a busy time. Probably too late now to start planning for doing your tax, or is there still plenty of time to sort of get it together?
It's definitely a good time for the planning to start taking place. But like you said, if you can start planning around April, then you've got a lot of time to really put some of these strategies in place.
All right, so do we seek accountants or can we do it online? And I'm talking about, okay, so we tip over June 30. What is the process then? How quick should we be getting into an accountant, or when can we go online to basically save us that travel time to an accountant, or probably save yourself a few extra dollars as well?
Yeah, like you said, it definitely comes down to putting all your information together and having it all in one bundle. I guess from an individual point of view, if your tax return's relatively simple, so 1 or 2 group certificates, not a lot of complications to it, then definitely doing it online is going to be your quickest way and the most cost effective. It's only really when you start to get a little bit more complication like capital gains and negative gearing or investment income that you really should be having that chat with an accountant and making sure that you get every claim you're entitled to.
Chatting with Nathan Hood, he's the co-founder of the Carbon Business Group. So you specialise in small businesses. What do small businesses and people who are listening to our show, and we have a lot that advertise with us, and I'm sure they're across it tax-wise, it might be something jumping off the page this year. What do they need to be aware of for the end of financial year?
There's some good ones out there this year. So obviously the $20,000 immediate tax deduction for small businesses, that's probably the biggest one that clients are talking about. Now, the trick to this is, though, it doesn't actually help everybody. So if you've got a small business owner that's jumped into business this year and because of their startup costs, they haven't made a huge amount of money, they might actually use up all that 20 grand deduction this year where they wouldn't have had much tax to pay anyway. So they might be losing future claims by executing one of these strategies. So really getting that advice before they jump in the deep end is going to be crucial.
All right, what about every year we always read, and I don't know how genuine these are, the tax office, they're going to target certain people. Are they going to target people who fly planes this year or people who, own a dress shop? Who is in the gun?
The gun has been heavily pointed to those that aren't lodging on time or aren't paying their tax liabilities on time. It's the worst I've seen in the 10 years I've been in business. They're basically just pushing in pretty heavy, whereas they'd be very lenient in the past and more than willing to work with people, whereas they're just not so much anymore.
Yeah, they should. Speaking from experience, and I know a couple of other friends, if you get to the tax office with a bit of an honour system, they're pretty understanding. They just really want their money, don't they? They don't want to take you to the ground and don't want to send you broke or send you to jail. They just basically want their money eventually.
Yeah, exactly right. And like you said, their communication is definitely key. If you're keeping them in the loop and you're telling them what's going on and you're calling them, not them calling you, they're a lot more lenient. But if it's the other way around, it's definitely changed a little bit.
Okay, is forecast good or bad for the new financial year in terms of profits and the like, Nathan?
I think the next 12 months is definitely going to be a bit more steady than the previous 12 months, but I don't think the profits will really start coming back until the following 12 months after that.
Yeah, I think a lot of people want to break even, Bob. That seems to be the thought. They just don't want to pay any more tax. They just want to get out alive and get on for the next year. Busy time for you, mate. I really appreciate your time. That's Nathan Hood. He's the co-founder of the Carbon Business Group, and if you're looking and you're a small business and you're looking for someone to do your tax, I'm sure Nathan and the team at the Carbon Business Group would be very happy to help you. Nathan, appreciate your time.
No worries at all, Tim. Thanks for that.
Good on you, mate. To end of financial year, just a couple of days away.
Good morning, Perth, with Tim Gossage on Forever Classic 6IX.